Behind me you can see the open and closed sign. Let me flip it around. There it is, it's closed. And it's open again. And I put these up a little bit higher so that you all could see them on the screen because I'm not sitting on the floor. So typically they'd be a little bit lower for the kids. There's the hours of operation because if you're going to go and order flowers, you're going to want to, graduation, prom is another thing we do flowers for, right? You're going to want to know what hours the flower shop is open. You could laminate this and have the kids use vis-a-vis or dry erase markers on it, and they could write the hours. Of course, it looks like scribbles. I had a young couple visiting this weekend who were here for another exciting project I'm working on, and they wanted to know, they were here in the room with me, and they wanted to know why in the world we would have like hours of operation on this fake flower shop. And I was explaining to them, they don't have any kids, they're a young couple. I was explaining to them, you know, a print-rich environment and motivation to write and oral language opportunities, and they were like, wow. It was just so fun. And then over here, we do have types of flowers. One thing, especially working with second language learners, that's important to remember is that, and I experienced this when I lived in Korea too. Once I learned the word for flower, I was like, yeah, I know the word for flower. And then I realized, oh, there's like a million types of flowers and I only know one word. There's a lot more words that I need to learn. And so we want our second language learners, we want all kids really, to eventually learn the names of the other things. I don't go too in depth, they're little kids, but if they say, this is a red flower, I say yes, and that's another, you know, another name for that red flower is a rose. And then another name for this flower, this yellow one with the big circle in the middle, another name for that one is a sunflower. Just so they're exposed to it. So that's just one, that's why I put this chart together, just because we want to expose them to all the other ones. I don't expect them to learn the word for gladiola, or not even sure if that's how you say it, or hyacinth or anything like that, but I just want to expose them, just like we don't expect them to know the names of all the birds, you know, robin and blue jay and all of that stuff. Thank you, Tom. But we don't just want them to think that there's just one word, which is bird, and we can also say the same thing when it comes to other types of things in nature. So that's that. And then over here, I have a pocket chart from our favorite, the dollar spot. Oh, guess what I found out? Well, I was on bed rest last week. I was stalking Facebook, you know, on my phone because I couldn't do anything and there was nothing on television. And I found out that one of my neighbors is the manager of the Target down the street. So if you're watching, neighbor, hello, you're my best friend. I'm going to learn how to bake. just to find out when they're stocking the dollar spot, I swear. I'm serious. When I found that out, I was like, oh my goodness, you're my new BFF. I'm just going to happen to walk my dogs by your house. Might leave a dozen brownies on your porch. But yeah, I found out that he was the manager of the Target down the street, and I was super excited. But anyway, these are cards. I have two different sets of these in the flower shop kit. There's a set that just has the word and then the picture, and so there's all the same flowers that are pictured over here are on these cards, so you can choose them. And then there's one with prices, so if you wanted to get into the whole numeral identification or money or things like that. Hey, Katina. Ooh, someone says they found some new erasers. I did not see any new erasers. Let me know in the comments what they were. I'll have to go and check it out. I was there like the day after Easter or the week after Easter, and they didn't have, it was all the same stuff. They had baby shower stuff. Whoop-de-doo. So it was a real letdown. So anyway, there's cards over here in the pocket chart. And this is a dollar store pocket chart. And you could have 2 rows here because this is a nice wide pocket chart that I got from the dollar spot. They usually only carry those during back to school time, and back to school time means usually like late June. So there's another card. So there's all these cards here. They match the ones over here in this chart. You use them how you would like. Oh, summer. She said they were summer erasers. Tell me what kinds of erasers they were. Oh, fish and ice cream cones and donuts. I haven't seen the ice cream cones or the fish. I have fish already, but you know, you can never have too many fish erasers, right? Shark. Oh, that's a good one, Jennifer. Kids love shark. Thank you. Thank you very much. I actually stalked the Dollar Spot hashtag on Instagram when I was sick too, and everyone was complaining because they couldn't find any. So thanks for the heads up. As soon as I'm well enough to drive again, I will go. Here's another. I have a couple of signs like this in the Flower Shop kit. This one is a Mother's Day one. Again, we don't expect kids to read this, and we're not asking them to even copy the words. This is just providing a print-rich environment for them. If some kids take a pencil and paper and they write stuff down from here, or copy letters, or look for their own letter, then woohoo, that's a bonus. But mostly we're looking for them to understand that print has a meaning, motivation to write, oral language opportunities. And so of course I would read this to them and say, and this sign says, Mother's Day special. Have you ever seen signs like this at the grocery store that tell you about good prices on things? Now, I don't know if $29.99 is a good deal or not, but the last time I bought flowers for somebody, it was a lot more. So these might be some good prices here. So anyway, I have one of these for Valentine's Day and one of these types of signs for a wedding, and kids love, I could do one for birthday too. The kids love the wedding one because they go, ooh, and then they, they're usually try to identify two kids that are getting married in the housekeeping center, which leads to all kinds of interesting discussion. But anyway, there's a wedding one and a Mother's Day, hi Nancy, and a Valentine's Day one, so that way you could use this whenever it's appropriate. Okay, and then I printed these off on colored copy paper because they're in black and white. They're in the packet. I don't know if you can see that. This one says, this one's like kind of for graduation. It has a little graduation cap and it says to and from. And these are placed in a little basket with some half-sized chubby pencils or golf pencils, and they can practice writing their name and their friend's name. And talk about motivation to write, because nothing's going to motivate a little kid more than to make the card to go in the flowers. And then I have, let's see, there's congratulations, there's happy birthday, and of course they love this one. This one's good any time of the year. If you get a little birthday cake, you can put it in there too, and they can have flowers and cake. And then there's Happy Mother's Day. Now these are just black and white, and I printed them on colored copy paper. And then I have, do you remember when they had, speaking of the Dollar Spot, do you remember, do you remember when they had all these little tiny metal containers? They have them a lot, and sometimes they have them in different colors, and I just grabbed a bunch, like a whole lot of them. And these buckets are perfect, so I just take these flowers. They're from the dollar store. I don't remember what dollar store because I just collected them over the years, and I cut them down. I used my wire cutters, those they kind of look like pliers, but they're used for cutting wire, and quite often they're used for fake flowers. So I cut them down as small as I could, and then you're going to want to glue on any parts that come off. So if the kids are crafty, like crafty clever, they understand that if you slide this down, this part comes off. So you can either take that part off because it's really not necessary, or you can super glue them on, and you can use, hot glue, or you can use E6000 or whatever you prefer, so that they don't tear apart the flowers. A teacher that I know didn't want to spend a lot of money on flowers, so she asked each parent to send in any fake flowers that they were willing to donate, and she got a lot of fake flowers, and nicer ones than she would have got if she'd just gone to the dollar store and paid $10 for tons of flowers. So that worked out really well for her. So glue those little puppies on there, and then you can have a bunch of these little bins, little buckets from the dollar store or wherever, and they can sort them by color into there. That's what my kids naturally do. And you could even put a piece of construction paper around, the matching colored construction paper around here, and they could sort them by color. So that's a skill. Sorting is a skill. Or they could sort them by flower type if you have a bunch of types of flowers that are different colors. And then another thing I do, oh, flower pens. Great idea, Lori. fabulous. Not everyone will want to do this, but I love the dollar store, so I get lots of tissue paper. Just any, hi Di, any kind of tissue paper that you want from the dollar store, and I put out 1 package a day. When it's gone, it's gone. And they can practice wrapping their flowers in tissue paper. So you see how they can stick the flowers in there, and they can make a little bouquet. And then they just wrap them up like that, and then they stick them in one of these little pots. And then, here's the black and white Happy Mother's Day one. After they write their name in the, oh, it says love so-and-so. After they write their name on it, they can put it in there and then deliver it. And they love delivering their flowers. Of course, we have our orders that you take on the phone, right? You can even have a little pretend computer there, because it seems like most orders are done online now. But there's a little phone there, so you get some math in there, because they can dial numbers, they can oral language, fake, expressive, and receptive. Usually they go, hello, it's for you, Mrs. Levin. And I always tell them, oh, that's a fancy phone. I don't know how to use the fancy phone. And honestly, it's true, because I seriously don't know how to use this phone. It's like way harder than my smartphone. The kids always seem to know how to use it though. All right. So there's a phone for order taking. You can have a little pretend computer there, old outdated laptop or something, or a file folder, and you just put the keyboard, you print out a keyboard and you glue it on the bottom part and a fake screen up here. That'd be cute. And then we have these order forms. These are, you can print them out in grayscale, or they have the little colors. And so this is more motivation to write. So I just show them, you answer the phone, and how are they going to pay? You're going to check the boxes off, right? Do you want to, kids know these things. You check it off. And you ask the person for their address, their phone number, and you write a message at the bottom. It's really just motivation to write. I don't expect them to write anything legible, and if they do, eureka, hooray! But it's just motivation to write. So you can have somebody who's taking the phone or the online orders doing that as well. And let's see, what else? I showed you my fake flowers, my bouquets. Yes, they love, love, love the tissue paper. You'll get every kid in your class wanting to go just so they can bunch up the tissue paper and make their own bouquets. And then a lot of times they like to play wedding at that point, because they know that the bride carries the flowers. So then they have pretend weddings. And again, it can lead to all kinds of interesting conversations. Yes, we're making them college and career ready, as we say in the U.S., Di. That's one of our national standards, college and career ready. Hi, Gloria. Oh, and there's a banner here. I don't know if you can see all of it. But it's a pennant banner that you can cut out, and I have it, can I pull it down? These are just clipped on. These little letters here are clipped onto a string that's attached to my bulletin board, and they're attached with clothespins. And so you can hang those up there. It says flower shop, and that obviously is just for the adults in the room, because it's really too far for the kids to see, but again, it lets people know what it is you're doing. So Tom has dropped a link in the comments to the flower shop if you don't already have it. I'm sure some of you do, especially those of you in the teaching tribe. If you're in the teaching tribe, you already have access to this. You can go over and download it right now and start using it tomorrow in your classroom. All right, so I hope that you found some good ideas. I'm going to scroll through the comments because I missed some. That didn't work. Technology fail. Hi, Los Angeles. Hi, Danielle in the teaching tribe. And Gloria and Jennifer. Let me move this in just a little closer. That's going to help me see the comments a whole lot better. Hey, Peggy. Hi, Christy. But, oh my. That's great, Marilyn. And don't forget, if you missed it, I also have the Mothers and Special Others VIP Mother's Day kit if you're looking for something to do to honor your mothers and special others in the classroom. There's the VIP tea party kit over at Pre-K Pages. I have a whole video about it. And if you liked these tips I shared with you tonight and you found them helpful or inspiring in some way, I hope you'll do me a favor and share the broadcast in any way that you see fit, whether that's tapping the screen, commenting, tagging, or sharing the broadcast. However you would like to do that, I hope that you would consider that. And then if you do any of that, it'll be easier for you to find the broadcast again if you came in late and you want to watch it all from the beginning, because it'll be right here on the Facebook page for you to watch at any time. They don't make it easy to find, though. And if you want to know more about how you can teach better, save time, and live more, and you're not already a member of the Teaching Tribe, you're going to want to get on the waiting list. The Teaching Tribe is my premium membership site for teachers just like you, teachers of pre-K, kindergarten, Head Start, in-home childcare, and more. And it's a place where you can go to download all of the paid printables from Pre-K Pages 24/7 at your fingertips. It's an $820 value. Oh, teacher appreciation. I think that's what you just asked. I'm going to get to that. That's right. Good. Thank you for reminding me. You got to remind me of these things. Anyway, the Teaching Tribe, you have access 24/7 to all the paid printables at Pre-K Pages. You have access to a supportive community of new and veteran teachers, a safe haven for asking and answering questions. In addition to 2 trainings every month with me, each one comes with a certificate of attendance for 1 hour. And hey, if you're in the tribe, our next power hour is this Thursday. So check your email so you can get that registration link and you can join us for prizes. I've got 5 signed copies of Eric Litwin's latest book to give away to tribe members. I'm only going to give away 1 at this power hour, as well as our usual gift certificates. So make sure that you sign up for that. All right, so I want to thank you all for watching, and I want to remind you that I'm here live on Facebook every Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And the teacher appreciation reminder, I do have something planned. Now here's the catch. Today, I posted something on my Facebook page about teacher appreciation, and it was kind of like split 50-50 because people were like, it's not this week, it's next week. And everyone else was like, no, it's this week. And then I realized that it's usually the first full week in May. And because May 1st fell on a Monday, different places are choosing to celebrate it at different times. Personally, for me, next week would be too close to Mother's Day and all that craziness. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'll split the difference. And sometime later this week, I have a really great giveaway for you guys. It really shocked me when I found out I was going to be able to do this today. I was so excited. So you're going to want to stay tuned to your email. If you're not on the email list, you're going to want to sign up because this is something that's only going out to the email subscribers. And it is something that everyone can use. You don't have to win it. You don't have to do much of anything other than get the email. And it's going to be a great benefit for everybody. So make sure that you're on the list. Tom will drop a link for you below, and we'll do something super fun, super exciting, super high value later this week for teacher appreciation. And I might have a few other things up my sleeve too. Let me know in the comments below if you are doing teacher appreciation at your location this week or next week. And if you're outside of the US and you've already had teacher appreciation, yay! Good for you. You can have another one. That's my gift to you. You have another teacher appreciation week. Just for you. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I will see you back here again Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. So have a great next few days, and I'll see you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.